Okay. Um, I had to run a few errands today, so we're starting a bit later. Um, we're gonna ease into it. We're gonna ease into it. I'm feeling a little lazy, so I gotta let the. But it's not. Um, Yo, Ruby. Good to see ya. Um, so I did go down uh to the bottom tower this morning with my wife, and we fixed the bull wheel and everything, so should all be good. Um, while I was down there, I kind of did my best to analyze the scenario and try and really make sure I knew exactly what went wrong. And I do feel like the issue was just the gondola being a little bit too heavy and pulling it off the bull wheel at the very end there. So we're gonna do the shelf. We're gonna build the shelf and install it. Um, I just wanted to. I've been moving all day today, so I just wanted to start off in the studio. What up, Aaron? And we can kind of go over the plan for what the shelf is going to look like. It's going to be real simple. I'm not going to do anything crazy. But there is a couple things that we need to figure out, and like specifically measurements wise. I'm actually thinking maybe what I'll do. I'm going to see if I can pull up the video that my wife came down with me and basically filmed me fixing the thing down there. So I'm hoping. Oh no. Why did it upload that one? Um so it is fixed down there, but not functional. I've reverted it. It's fixed back to the point where it was at, and I moved the gondola around the bull wheel so we could bring the gondola back up if we need to, but I'm going to leave it down there because I'm going to have to install this shelf down at the bottom, and I think I want it down there so that I can at least sort of verify things while I'm down there. I just want to pull up because I took some measurements and I don't remember the measurements, but we filmed it, so. Oh, that's why it's 11. It's an 11 minute. Can I send this to my computer? That would be nice. It might take forever to transfer, but. Oh, it's going. It's going. That's not bad. It's going pretty fast. So yeah, we're gonna build this shelf. I thought I would also get just some final things printed. I picked up a couple stainless steel washers in town today, and we're gonna try engraving on that because apparently the diode laser. I looked up if there's anything that a diode laser can do that a CO2 laser can't do, and turns out it can engrave stainless way better than a CO2 laser. So that's kind of cool, and I can incorporate that somehow. So I'm just gonna pull up the video here. We'll do one of these, and we'll do one of these. Restart. Okay. So this is what things looked like. You can see the bull wheel mechanism fully came off. Hold on, I gotta pull chat back up. This is the structure with our counterweight, right? And so this cable pulled the bull wheel off of the whole thing. So in reality, it really wasn't a big problem. Pretty easy to solve. Let me just scan through this video here. So essentially, I just put the cable back down. I unhooked the counterweight for a second, just because that would have made it so much harder to get it on there. And nice today, too, by the way. The sky's looking so nice. And then I struggled quite a bit getting it on. I did struggle to get it on, and I was really worried it was going to slip and ruin the top somehow, but then my wife had the good idea to remove the gondola, which really helped. It's always the wives with the good ideas. Yeah, and then so now it's reattached, and then I had to get the counterweight back up, but it was fighting me, and so my wife helped me pick it up while we stuck it back on. What's that? What's that? So here's where I kind of show what the issue is, right? So it's not much, but it is, you know, pulling the rope down enough, and that can't be. So it's really only an issue right in the middle. I think my hunch is that as it got to the middle, that was about the point where it came off the bull wheel. See how I lift it, and now it's kind of straight again. So I just need a shelf that runs along here and holds it up. So that's the plan. So that I could verify this, because I wasn't sure. Oh yeah, and this was the other thing. So the other thing I wanted to make sure, because obviously there's going to be a shelf here, but I was concerned that what if the gondola coming down this way actually ends up adding so much weight that it pulls the cable underneath these and actually separates the cable from the thing. And it does separate the cable. I can't zoom in. Oh, is it? It just says chill W cat. Aw, Steph. Cute. That's my wife, by the way. So I needed to make sure that the gondola wasn't actually pulling the cable down below the rollers here, because the shelf needs to essentially start where the rollers are. Actually impart enough force that first so you can see it does pull it away from the first roller, but not from the second one. That's okay. It rides through. It's quite squeaky too, which I think is hilarious. It does end up hitting that roller. So if we build our shelf coming off here and perfectly aligned with that roller, it should be golden. Now I'm just gonna come back this way. Yeah, you can see it's about to climb right off of this. So that's what we need to. Exactly. So it's coming around. No, it's one of these rollers. It's one of these things squeaking. Oh, it just misses me. Oh yeah, on a slash pile, and it's tilted in the direction that when it's coming down, it's tilted the other way, and so this actually does run into the legs. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put like maybe a thin sheet of plywood here, so that it can just drag along the plywood and it's fine because the mice won't be in it at that point, so it won't be traumatic for them. I'd actually rather have it so that it's totally clear coming down this way as we release them, and then coming up we can it doesn't really matter if it's hitting on stuff. So let me find these measurements because I say it somewhere.
Okay, because at this point the trapdoor should be open. And it does hit there. So I might also need to put some sort of bar here or something that will allow it to glide around this without...
I was originally going to use 27 inch or 20, wait, is it 27? Is that the standard bike? But then I was like, oh, this bike's for free and it's smaller. Should be fine. And I totally forgot to even think about the fact that it's going to make the gondolas so close to the poles. But it's fine. It's good enough.
Why is it in there? Just because this thing's tilted? Yeah. It's super tilted. But that's okay. Right now, if we were to go, yes. Okay, so that's what I need. I need something on this side of the frame that's going to push the gondola out at this point. At this point, it doesn't matter. There's going to be no mice in there. And that'll be an easy fix. So I don't want to like try and re-level this or anything. And I like the clearance we have coming down. I'm just going to get this started so I can pull this up with the motor.
Yeah, so the gondola is now...
Other than that, everything looks pretty good. So I think...
So that's the plan. Oh yeah, so I get the measurements. So let's see.
Measuring?
Yeah, I have some wood down here already. Nice. Okay, so the length between the bull wheel. The length between the bull wheel and the roller
36 inches, I think?
is about 32 inches. The length between these feet is about 22 inches. And so we're going to build our shelf up like this.
So what I'm thinking for the shelf construction, I'm thinking, so my idea is we're going to go for kind of a, you know, like basically like if this is the frame, I'm going to do like a piece of plywood like this that's attached with just spacers, and then the plywood can go up to the exact height of the cable. And what's interesting is because of the way these are designed, right, on is right here. So we actually want the rail to sit a little bit further out than the cable. Keep the rail smooth and clean and not get warpy from water. I have metal flashing, stuff that you just, you know, put around your house for like windows and stuff. But I have a roll of it and I can just easily bend that around the edge of the plywood. So it'll be a nice metal edge, but it's really thin, really easy to work with. So we'll have a nice metal edge and it'll just kind of be folded like a taco on top of this piece of plywood. And so then when this comes down, it'll hit there and then it'll just kind of like slide on this. I'm thinking of even doing it lower so that like if the cable was staying perfectly straight, this wouldn't touch. But then obviously the weight of it is just going to drop it on top of there. Because we don't have to like lift it up. We just have to keep it from sagging too much. So we can let it sag like a tiny little bit. So I need to do that on every side of both the stations. So I need to do that on this side. Technically I only need to do it on one side because The problem only occurs when the gondola is moving towards the bowl wheel, right? Because as it's moving towards the bowl wheel, it's pulling the rope down and it walks it off the bowl wheel. But if we were coming the other way, this direction, it doesn't matter because the bowl wheel's being fed on the other side by a nice straight line. And so the line coming off here doesn't really matter what it does. It's going to stay on the bowl wheel for the most part. But as we come into the bowl wheel, we need that rail. The bowl wheel speaks. But I feel like we may as well just do it on both sides so that I mean, do we even need it on both sides? I guess the argument is like if I ever needed to reverse it. Yeah, that's the issue. If I ever need to reverse it, then we'd run into the issue. So I think I will just build it for both sides. It's gonna be easy enough. And so literally, let me just like, actually, let's find like a super horizontal shot of this. That's a good one. Okay. Okay, so looking at this. So pretty much all I'm going to be doing is rectangle. All I'm going to be doing is basically building a piece of plywood that, I mean, I guess in this case it actually does have a bit of an angle to it, but that's fine. None of that really matters. And it's going to basically be like the exact height that the cable is supposed to be. But because of that whole idea that the shelf, like the cable's running along the edge of this, the shelf can actually sit outside the cable's distance. So like we can be an inch outside the cable. That means we can actually extend this a little bit like this. We can actually extend it out. Because all these things are technically not in the way. They're in a different plane. Now my only concern is obviously I think it would be better if we had like a bit of a slope here. So I think I might cut it so it kind of angles like that. So it's a bit of a funnel situation. And then I don't have to do it on this side because there's no play when the thing's going around the wheel. Once it locks into the wheel, it does not move up or down at all. So, I mean, I could do like a tiny little thing, but that'll be fine. The worst color. This is the worst color for it. Literally just like, boom. Okay. So that's it. And so then I just need some little spacers, essentially. Like, it might be worth building. No, I can't. I mean, I can't make it too big. I am limited by so if this is like this, and then we've got our little house, trap house on here. So I am limited. The rail can't be bigger than this. Yeah, I'm going. I don't have. Well, I would have enough filament, but it would just be gaps. There would just be gaps in it, and it's all PLA, and it's just such a big PLA thing. I think the weather would really affect it. So I'm just gonna, and I want to get this done like today. So realistically, like, I can't go bigger than this. I could go basically this max size. So what I really like about this build is it's literally like I just bring this down there. What's behind there? Yeah, I just bring this down there, and then I just use wood to connect them. So I could have a piece of wood. Oops. I can have like a cross beam that goes through here above the frame. Or I can attach it here. There's lots of options. There's lots of options how I can attach this rail. But like, you know, I could basically go there. And then this is sitting on top of the rail, and then I just screw it down. So there's options. Back here, I got to be a little more creative, but maybe I'll just put a piece right here. I'll have to go sort of look at it. But the nice thing is I can go down there with this sheet that we cut out. And basically just have go down there with this sheet cut out, and then just have like standoffs coming off of the frame that I screw this into. So, and I already have wood down there, so I don't think I need to really actually bring anything extra. But if I use wood down there, I got to bring a saw too, so that's something to think about. That's something. Let's give them something to talk about. So on top of that, let's say this is coming down, and then we have our rail. Now with our rail, we can really be super accurate about what hits this. And I basically want to hit it as soon as this gets off of the roller here. So I want it to open like right at this point. So I'll just literally have something sticking off of here that triggers it. And then I might have a redundant trigger maybe here or something. Just so that if for whatever reason it misses the trigger here, it can hit it here, and then also on the way back around, we can have another trigger. Let's give them something to talk. Let's talk about them. Let's get them to talk about economics. Yummy. So that's the plan. Now up top, I'm wondering if we do it up top first, because we're gonna have to do the same thing up top. Up top's gonna be longer. Up top's gonna be bigger. And I want it to look nice, so I can kind of spend the time on it up top, and then we can also sort of test it. So maybe that's the move. We can go to the shop. I'm feeling so groggy today. I'm trying to drink water and trying to like get my energy back. I don't know what's going on. I didn't sleep very good, but low moat. I'm low moat today. So we can work on the top. Is the saw battery powered. The saw is battery powered. It's just I'd have to carry so much stuff down there. What is this link you sent me? Oh, yes. Okay. Let's watch this now. Can I watch it on here? Is that cool? I'm looking for opportunities to chill. I'm looking for opportunities to just vibe out right now. All right. So this is a Ragamuffins video. Wait, what happened to the stream? Whoa. The stream just totally died there for a second, didn't it? Okay, what am I doing here? Boom. Should I move my head like... Oh, actually. Okay, let's go for it. Let's just go for it.
I'm an opossum. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I'm just living under crawl spaces everywhere I see. I might poke my nose into your trash, sniffing food I assume that you've left for me. Maybe fruit or meat, it's all a treat. I'm not picky, no, I will eat anything, 'cause I'm an opossum.
These are so cute.
I've even mastered, and they're gonna go into my mouth. You may say it's gross, but I'm not a host for a parasite. That life is not for me. And if I bare all my teeth, just know down underneath, I would rather you give me some stuff to eat. I'll keep on living my life where I don't fit and pretending like I was designed for it. I don't know where I'm going, so I'll sleep in your shed, 'cause I'm safe and it's warm and I've never made it for me custom. And I'd love some more of that fruit you threw out back for me. Yeah, I promise I'll eat it. I admit it's kinda nice to be an opossum like me.
Oh, it's so good.
Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified. I've acted dead 1,000 times, but you see that adaptation has kept me from predation, so I'm alive. I just mosey and graze, and I seldom catch rabies. My body's too cool to acquire it. And since playing deceased stops a predator's feast, I survive and I know to rely on it. I'll keep on living my life where I don't fit and pretending like I was designed for it. I don't know where I'm going, so I'll sleep in your shed, 'cause I'm safe and it's warm and I've never made it for me custom. And I'd love some more of that fruit you threw out back for me. Yeah, I promise I'll eat it. Oh, I mean it's kinda nice to be on a possum like living my life. It's like you made it for me custom, and I'd love some more of that fruit you threw out back for me. Yeah, I promise I'll eat it. I admit it's kinda nice to be an opossum like me.
I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's so good. Oh man, thank you again for doing that. It's so funny. He is hired. He's hired. Oh, that's so good. I forgot to make the possums fade. I think it's fine without the possums, of course. Oh, what happened? The parody market is, and the parody market for 3D printer YouTubers music is like real small. But that's where the gems are. That's where the gems are. I'm like kind of procrastinating a little bit. I don't want to move. I want to chill a little bit, but we gotta finish this. I'm wondering if we should try to. I just knew I couldn't make it look good, so I kind of used the Plan 9 from Outer Space model and just cheesiness. This is the thing, and I think it's something that every time, and I think that's so much better than, you know, spending a ton of money and getting all of this crazy gear and stuff. It's like, that's not what it's about. It should always be about using what you have, embracing it, and, you know, you can have fun with it. You could do whatever you want with it, but embrace what you have. And this is coming from somebody who loves to get, but luckily I was always kind of broke, so I mean, I have lots of tools that I spent a lot of money on that I rarely use. Anyways. What else do we gotta do? We gotta do this rail system so I can get these gondolas on there. I'm thinking I might just take you guys outside. We might go and retrieve Little Blue, because I am thinking let's build the rails up at the top first. That way I can really verify, make sure I know how this is going to work. And then once we iron out all the kinks and stuff, we can build one for the lower platform. And then I'll just install it tonight when it's cool. So I think it's a plan. I'll bring you guys out there, and we'll start by just retrieving the blue gondola, because I could use a win, and I feel like that's going to be a win at this point. I'm really hoping so. I just choked on some spit, but yeah, we'll go outside. Let's go retrieve this blue gondola. Let's get a win under our belts here, and then we'll head to the shop and we'll build the rails. I think that's a plan. That feels like a solid plan. I'm gonna take this. I'm so low energy right now. I just gotta like shut down a bunch. Actually, I don't need to necessarily, because we won't be. Stuff might happen here. I don't know. Let's go get a win. Let's go get Little Blue. Let's go get Little Blue back. Hang on. I'm gonna make make sure I got all the stuff I need here. And a possum like me. Oh, that's. I'm just gonna leave the water in here because we're gonna be coming right back. Luckily, the stream was doing pretty good, at least on YouTube, when all that stuff went down yesterday. So we got some good footy. I was looking at it today, and it actually looks such good moms, such good video moms. So that's the silver lining. We got good moms. It happened prior to the mouse thing. Oh, check this out. Remember how you were saying I should like make a really nice custom sort of cover and like to hide the control box? Check out what I did. Chicken food bag. What? Custom. That's custom. I'm doing it custom. Oh, I haven't put the chain back on. Oh yeah, and I tried to fix the chain a little bit. Oh, Abby! It's like you're doing it custom. I know, but this is the second time he's heard / seen the parody. I did try and fix the sprocket on the motor side. And I think I improved it, but I'm not sure. So we'll just have to see. Oh, you took the kids swimming? That's fun. I can only kind of read the chat from here. It's really hard. I have terrible eyes. It honestly, the chicken food bag fits so perfectly, and it's like waterproof, so. Okay, it's all missed. We're gonna get Lil Blue back today. We're gonna get Lil Blue back, and then hi Dusty, hi baby, and then we're gonna make this actually work. That's tight. That feels tight. There's chicken food crumbs. Oh, nice. 8 years old. Whoa, there's some big scratches of something on here. Oh, no, wait. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Okay, so directionally. I feel like that might be, I mean, it's got to be like a bug or something. I don't know. We're going to power on. We're going to go forward. And we've started, and we're going to get Blue back up here. We're going to take it easy for a second. just going for it. I wish I could see the current draw of this motor, but it's obviously under 20 amps because that's what the fuse is, and it hasn't killed a fuse. I was, I don't even know. I was such a bad swimmer growing up. My parents really struggled getting me in swimming lessons. I don't think I even did them. I think I bailed on them, and then I had to learn how to swim on my own as a I guess as a teenager. Just, I don't know. But that's that was a city boy lifestyle for you. I want to wash this. I don't know what's on there. I feel like it could be like mouse tracks, which really grosses me out. Okay, we're coming up to the tower. Beautiful. That was my experience. Swimming lessons, I didn't like being around other people. Oh, I didn't even see. Cool. But I figured we would turn it so you guys can actually see little blue. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop the gondola before it gets, like, I'm basically gonna stop it right here because I don't want to risk the cable falling off on this end and then the whole thing happening, because once again, as it approaches a bull wheel, that's where it's going to be able to pull it off. So we don't want that. Can you see it yet? It should be just cresting over this black rail here any second now. There's little blue. It kind of looks like it's on an angle. Yeah, okay, so all right, I gotta fix that too. It's, whoa, what is happening? There's an additional silver lining here. Additional silver line here. What? Okay, wait, I've missed so much here. Off power, interesting. That's definitely not good. Power off. Yesterday this happened at the bottom of the hill. Don't you have everything set in concrete? No, I didn't want to go that like I didn't want to go that intense with it. But I'm actually glad we didn't, because obviously, so man, I can't really tell if the motor's struggling or not, but that's why I wish I could see the current draw. But it feels like it's struggling. It doesn't seem like it's that powerful. And then it just lifted that entire tower off with the cable. So I guess it's pretty powerful. I think we're okay. It's also not the worst thing. Looks like the tower is deciding to be Italian, the leading tower piece in Canada. Yeah, no, power's off. Or like, I shut it off. The power's technically still on, but it's not moving. So what happened here, the cable crimp things I put at either end of the splice to hold the splice together, that somehow jumped out and got caught between the roller and the frame. We're good. Nothing's broken. Those chickens, yeah. Yeah, I have a fuse in here. 20 amp fuse. The motor should be good for 30 amps. Everything else is rated for 30 amps. So, the motor will still try, but if it's current limited, can it succeed? I don't know, do you? I've seen motors with limiters built in. Yeah, I think the motor would eventually draw, if it can't move, it'll draw up to 30 amps. So it would never get to that high because the fuse would blow. I put my own limiter in there. Not too much can go wrong with it, I think. Okay, so let's just see if we can keep moving. Yeah, we're good. We're still good, but that tower needs to be fixed. There she is, just there. That'll work for me. So, situation. Did you go out last night or earlier today? Earlier today, and I brought Steph down with me, and she helped. She filmed me while I got the cable back up. Everything was okay. It just came apart. Nothing broke. It just came apart. So pretty easy fix. Just sucks going down there is the only thing. And I figured out, okay, so actually this is great. I figured out why it came off. And I'm going to explain it right now, because this is a perfect way to show you. I just have to remove the gondola for a second. Whoa. That was kind of interesting. With it, if it's still the siren motor is longevity because it's brushed. It's not the, and as you saw, they are little tanks. They're slow but powerful. It's not the siren motor. I pulled this motor out of my mom's old car. It's a window wiper motor. So it's already geared down. So that was kind of the main thing. So now there's basically no weight on this. So I'm just going to creep this forward. just got to make sure. Okay. Yeah, 2007 Ford Focus. So let me show you why it failed at the bottom. Okay. And we'll do that by hanging this guy on here. Okay, so this gondola is the heaviest thing I've put on here so far. And we obviously did that successful test the other day with the prototype gondola, but that didn't have any acrylic on it. Yeah, right, the cable twisted like crazy. I'm hoping that was a result of... I'm hoping that was a result of when, like, mostly when the cable came undone and then I was just messing with it to get it back on. But, I mean, it could maybe twist itself. I don't know. I don't really know if that's going to be an issue or not long term. I feel like it can only twist so much. But I'm open to theories. But here's my theory. So, this gondola, you could see, you know, we essentially want a parallel line from the bull wheel to the rollers, and obviously we're not getting a parallel line, we're getting that dip where the gondola is. And apologies, it's a little hard to see because as it's rolling in this direction on the bull wheel, but the bull wheel's constantly being fed cable from this other side, which is currently totally horizontal and in line with the bull wheel. But the problem is if you're coming this way, or in the case down the hill, where the gondola is actually moving towards the bull wheel, as soon as you have this slack starts to transfer into the bull wheel, and so you're starting to feed the bull wheel with an angled cable, and then it walks itself off. And so that's exactly what happened. As soon as the gondola got past the point down there where it started to put a sag in the cable leading into the bull wheel, it just walked it right off the bull wheel. And that's my theory. And I think it's a pretty good theory. And I think I would be able to prove it if I was like feeling risky. Like if I started reversing this, making the gondola come this way, you would see the cable really quickly get to the bottom of that bull wheel. I don't want to do it. Long term, it would be, and if it's twisting, it's either unwinding itself or tightening, both of which can cause the snap we saw. The snap was not related to... I mean, maybe that had a factor too. Maybe that was partly why it came off the bull wheel. I just don't really know why it would twist so much, other than the fact that when it all came down at the bottom, like there was sudden slack, the gondola was still on there, I was messing around with it down there, you know, grabbing it every which way I could to get it back on the thing. And then I took the gondola off while I was doing that, but I didn't take it off. I haven't taken it off until just right there where it had the twist. So I don't know. Yeah. What are you gonna do with it? I have one. I have a flag. I have a flag on there. And actually, yeah, let's I guess let's just watch it. I don't want to do that right now. It does look like it twists. Yeah, you know what? There definitely is some twisting going on, for sure, because I'm realizing now, too, when I pulled the cable up before we actually spliced it, the top, the cable was all wound around itself. So there definitely is some winding going on. I just don't know if it's... Like, I feel like it's got to do with the fact that the cable has twists in it, and we're with tension, we're pulling it around these wheels that are, you know, I'm hoping it's fine to just relieve the tension every trip. Because that is an option, right? Every time this comes back around, we can just relieve the tension. That'd be an interesting thing, though. Interesting thing to figure out. That's kind of cool. Okay, so we got to make a shelf, or I guess we have to make a rail. And so essentially what my plan is just something like this. If you hook up a blowtorch so the cable passes directly over the flame, maybe the heat would allow it to release its tension as it passes. Yes, I agree! My neighbors would be so proud of me. So basically I need a rail that holds this up and allows this to let's just see, like, is it gonna be enough? Oh yeah, no problem. That's what I was thinking too. It sounds kind of good now. It's still a little flappy. Yeah, I don't exactly know what to do here. With the attachment and with just the cable should make 3 different pitches. Oh, interesting. Before you install the, bring a mic out and record the sound of the shorter length of cable when you plug it. I can always do that after the rail's installed too. Rail is top priority right now. I'm just trying to figure out mentally how I'm gonna install it. No, the rail's not gonna touch the cable. The rail will fit. It's actually gonna sit on the outside of the cable. Probably like an inch away. An inch away. So not motivated today. It is kind of nice. 26. 26 degrees, not too bad. This rail's way longer than the one down there, so that's kind of nice. It'll give me good practice. Did you power through it? Because I could. That's just hearing that would be some good motivation. Something out. I want to bring this backwards, but I don't want to. Make sure. The chain's gonna fall off, isn't it? I got some of it done. Now I'm into more fun French composer than before, so it's not as brutal. I go to bed because when he goes into the night, makes everyone's sleep schedule weird. Tell me, boat. My schedule is very weird too. But usually it doesn't affect other people so much. Yet. Okay, so I kind of gotta go in order to keep this straight. Basically the bottom or the top of the gondola, so the top of the hat parallel line. So as long as I'm not letting my rail come below, it's gonna be no problem. It's the cable shape. That is such a cool looking cable. Holy cow. Yeah, we're definitely not dealing with that kind of cable. And side, isn't it? We'll see if it's a concern. We'll see if it actually like has a brutal effect on something. It might. It might. Yeah, it's almost like the cable's like a bit of a screw, right? I'm feeling okay about it. Because we have done tests already of it basically going all the way around. We know it can go all the way around, and I always take the gondolas off after every round. It's not like they're gonna just be going loop, 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 loop forever. Alright, let's build this rail. Let's build this rail. I'm gonna measure some stuff. I gotta go grab a measuring tape. I gotta go grab a couple things. I'll be right back. I'm gonna unplug the gondola so I can plug in the computer. I'm gonna do once I have the. It's a good idea. Once I have the 3 gondolas on here, I'm going to do a test. And once I have the trapdoor situation figured out down there, I'm going to do a test with a few little trinkets and stuff in there. And I also need to figure out how I'm going to be able to mount my phone, because I want a like an onboard camera for some of it. Which multiplied by length and doing it a few times winds it up like a wind-up carton boxing glove that will punch Chip in the face one day if he isn't paying attention when he takes the cars off. It's possible. It's possible. The weight is only a real major issue in this fine to sag quite a bit. No, and you're not wrong. And with my track record, that's going to happen hopefully on video, so we can include that in the video. I wish I had a little drone camera or some tiny thing. I have a friend that has. My kick drum pedal whacked me in the last video, right in the head. And I thought that was a pretty good moam. There's nothing dangerous on there. It's just a piece of plastic, so I think I can handle it if it hits me in the head. I got a thick skull. Thick skin. Okay, let me grab a measuring tape. I'm also gonna grab something to clean this because by putting that chicken bag on top of here, I introduced a bunch of chicken food dust. So may as well clean it up. That's the plan. BRB. Okay. Sorry for the delay there. I got back and I was like, I do need some water. I'm just very thirsty. Let's see what I've missed. You can just stick us in front of the chickens. Oh, sorry. I watched so many industrial machinery safety videos to trust that. Have you seen that kind of famous German one with the careless forklift driver that ends up maiming a whole bunch of folks? Oh my gosh. Except that it also did give the safety information. I mean the kind that explain. Ooh, yeah, degloving that makes me nervous. That makes me nervous despite the fact that I have a ring, but I want to get a silicone ring. A silicone ring because of degloving. Degloving scares me, but I'm also like, I like wearing it, so. Okay. I think the only real measurement I need is distance from here to here. 88. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to fix that tower. I don't know what. I think the issue is I never really had that tower aligned, and it was always kind of off. You know, like the cable is kind of coming at a bit of an angle, and so it maybe when that bumped into it down there, it sort of nudged it enough that it came off, and I didn't notice. But it's okay. It's not a big deal. It's actually a real small deal compared to. I don't think it's gonna cause me any. My actual concern is like anything to do with the chain or something, and like my fingers getting caught in the chain. This, like, I could, you know, if I had these things, I could whack myself in the head with it, or like somebody could whack me in the head with it, and it would be like silly. It's very, very lightweight, and that's the reason why it spun. It's super lightweight. It's like basically hollow. Okay, let's go inside the shop and let's build this. 88 inches, that's all I need. Oh, and I guess I need to know. I need to know this. 88 inches and like maybe we'll do 7¼ inches, or we'll do 7 inches. Let's do 7 inches just to be safe. So we're gonna stick out 7 inches. Maximum height of 7 inches, and then 88 inches total. Boom. Boom, let's go. Let's go into the thingy. Let's go into the workshop and build some of this. It's gonna be really easy, I think. I do appreciate the if you ever see me doing anything stupid, definitely tell me. I'm not downplaying the safety stuff. Like I obviously don't want to actually injure myself, but that thing's not going to hurt me any more than like when the kick drum pedal hit. Actually the kick drum pedal hitting me in the face was like way heavier, way faster. So it's and that was a very, very silly little moan, so I'm not worried about it. All right, back in the shop, everybody. Alrighty. I got lots of gnomes. How do I incorporate a gnome into a video? He just pops up every time there's a gnome. All right. I happen to have a thin piece of plywood basically ready to go here. It's so this project, and it's an absolute disaster now. But the totes work. I just never we never look. I don't even know what's in them. Yeah. So, okay, 5½ inches. That's fine. That's narrow enough. Length. We got 88 inches if we want. It's here. So I think I'll just literally cut this to 88 inches. Pop the metal cap on the top of it. And that's it, basically. Okay, let me mark out 88 inches on here. Oh, I'm feeling sleepy today. Like, that's the weird thing. It's not like I'm like, my eyes are just so tired. Got tired eyes today. That'll do. That'll do. I wonder if it's the air quality. I mean, it's got. I'm sure that's a factor. It's pretty good today, and I didn't sleep very good last night. So, and if my wife's watching, she's gonna make fun of me because I say that basically every night, and like, she always says, "You're always sleeping," but well, you know, that's how. It's just how I feel. That's an emotion. Sleep is an emotion. My thinking is we don't have to go too hard today. I think we can like take a we can take a moment of reflection. We can think about appreciate that for a minute before getting all judgy. So, got a bunch of this stuff. Modes of refraction. It's gonna be so hard to see. It's gonna be so hard to see. Light will be bending. Okay. So I'm thinking. I mean, I have quite a bit of this. I do think. It obviously doesn't need to, because like we're gonna be riding on the edge of this. So keep that in mind. I don't need to cover this whole thing in metal. I literally just need the edge to be covered in metal. And I do have enough of this probably to do the whole thing, but it also seems like a bit of a waste. So I'm kind of thinking about cutting this in half, but it's also like, how do I actually cut this in half? I don't really know. I think I could cut this with an X-Acto knife. So maybe we'll try that out first. Maybe we'll try that out first. Maybe we'll try that out first. Oh, there's so much stuff in here. I'm just gonna remove some of this stuff so that people can actually see a thing. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's work on this edge. Let's work on this edge. That way, I don't have to clear as much stuff. I can do like this whole thing. Let's just make enough room. Enough room to barely fit what I'm trying to do. This table is longer than what I need. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna just clamp this side to the tabe with a clamp, believe it or not. Yeah, don't judge. Don't give up on me if I don't end up finishing this today. I'm feeling silly today. So I don't know what we're going to accomplish. Not every day can be as productive as some of the other days have been. At the end of the day, we're making a gondola, folks. It's okay. Gotta remember that. I gotta remember that. Okay. Let's just let this go like that. So we got this whole thing. I'm gonna try and just literally cut this with a knife. Oh no. It's an unfortunate way to live, but it's also I can't do anything about it, it seems like. I've tried. Okay. There we go. That's pretty good. Room. I'm gonna have a lot to work with that way. Still, because I'm gonna have to bend this lengthways all the way around. So I don't want too little material that's hard to work with. I want some. I guess I'll use some Caliprays. And let me find center on this. These calipers don't have batteries, so I can't actually really measure with them, so we're just gonna have to eyeball it. But I mean, I'm getting like basically 150, 154. What's half of 154? 75, 77? Nice! Woohoo! Thank you for the verification. Okay, I'm gonna caliper to reference. Probably a total fit of energy, and when you do it, it'll be freaking perfect for like... That's the problem. I've put tons of energy into it, and I have obviously been able to clean things up before, but it never stays that way, and I feel... Okay, so I'm just gonna mark a line. This stuff marks quite easily, which is convenes. Oops. Kind of veered off a bit there. It's okay. Yeah, that's basically exactly half. So with that, now I want to see. Where's my lev? Who's got my lev? Straight edge or anything? It's this. A nice cutting mat, like a really long cutting mat, would work really well here, I think. And I do actually have one that would work perfect, but it's kind of all the way in the cottage and under a couple things. So I'm just going to see if it cuts through just via the table, and then if I have to, I'll get that mat and see if that helps. But this is aluminum. It's not It's not steel, so you'd think I'd have one knife in here, because I've used a knife in here recently. But I don't know where it's gone. Wait, don't I have a bucket of knives somewhere? Oh, knife. Knife try. Oh my god, it's right in front of me. I'm having a planner moam. We'll see how long it lasts. First time I felt a need for one in a while, regardless. I got new fun gel pens out of it. Nice. What are you planning? A planner moam? Like using planners? I haven't used a planner in so long. Oh my god. Good pens make a difference. Good pens make a major difference. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense in that. I mean, I think planners are great. I have nothing against planners. I just not that I would never use it. I just don't know how to take advantage of them, I guess. This is doing nothing. This knife is doing nothing, which is actually really surprising. I'm going to go get my cutting mat. I'll be 5 seconds. Oh, and they've all kind of leveled up, so I feel the need to really do the checklist thing so I don't lose my grip on it. Yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine that. Give me a second. I'm going to go. Oh, actually, let's try this first. Because this actually is this would be 2 birds. This would be 2 birds. I could always use snips as well. Oh, this is literally... Oh my god. This is like actually not long enough. Which is unexpected. I tell you what, I'm very excited to be... Not because I'm not enjoying problem solving. It's been fun hanging. You guys have made this enjoyable. But I just want to see the end. You know, I want to get to the end product, which is I think a good thing. Okay. Not easy. What I finally realized is that just because a system fails doesn't mean I have. It's giving me freedom to system hop. I gotta system hop more. I definitely do. And we've been embracing the phases of using a system, discarding it, using another. I love that. I love that. I think real successful people find systems that work for them. And I do think it's a skill to find the systems that work for you. Okay. This feels so wrong for some reason. It was so hard to cut. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's often the case, isn't it? This kind of has the same sort of vibe Like cutting into this feels like cutting into a can. Like a can opener. I think at this point I don't need to overcomplicate things. I really don't. Wish the spring in this worked better. I don't know why the spring in this is like busted. I got ones that cut straight. Just gonna go with this. It's just a little too hard and like too time consuming. And it's honestly so easy to cut it this way. Like this literally feels like cutting this stuff with this. Oops. When it doesn't lock itself. It's actually crazy how easy this feels. Like, I've had harder times cutting paper with scissors, for sure. It doesn't leave the nicest edge, but we can just put that on the back side, and so you'll never see this. The only issue is sometimes different ones cut differently. Some of them cut at an angle. Some of them cut at, oh yeah, see, these ones are backwards for me. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if I have any gloves. I got cloth gloves. I don't know how much it's going to help me, but it's probably going to be better. This stuff is sharp. I've definitely cut myself on this stuff before. This just cuts so easily. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be thick enough. Oh, the gloves? Oh, the gloves? Yeah, I think it's, and you know what? The fingers on the scissors are actually really close to this kind of rough edge that I'm making. So, I probably would have cut myself by now if it wasn't for these gloves. So I appreciate, very much appreciate. Okay, I am just going to reclamp this on the ends just so I know how long I need this to be. Yeah, this is mostly my stuff. There wasn't really anything in here. This bay of cabinets was in. This is all my junk. Now, I don't spend a lot of time in here. Because I'm mostly working in the office and doing computer stuff, so I just haven't spent a lot of time like really organizing it and getting it super functional. But I should, and I think it's a really useful space to have, especially on the farm. Okay. I actually don't know if I would have had enough metal if I didn't cut this in half, so I'm pretty happy we did this. So, now, to do the bending. To do the bending of this, it's so smooth though, like this is gonna be so nice. It's so smooth. So we can put this one aside for a little bit. I actually do feel way safer holding this stuff with these gloves. And I'm also not leaving fingerprints all over this. I should use gloves more often. I don't know why I don't really like to. She is in a very different way. She's much more organized than I am. You know, she's the real animal person in the group. A wonderful cook. And but she's also quite artistic as well. She likes to create things, sew things, lots of stuff. And I think that's why we get along. Now I think I'm gonna add just the weest bit of approach angle on this. So what I mean by that is when our gondola is coming along, I don't want it to interact with this sharp corner. I want to have a bit of a curve on this so that it has a chance to do. How can I make this repeatable? I think essentially I want to start with like a pretty big round off. Yeah, maybe we'll move the round off down like whatever thickness this is. That actually seems like a lot. Well, I'm just gonna do it by eye. I'm gonna go by vibes again. Here. And then we're gonna slope in to this. So I can obviously just trace this onto the next one, which is fine. That'll do. Yeah. It's repeatable vibes. Repetitious Vibelicious. Repetitious Vibelicious. Oh, it's so fun, guys. I guess I need to do the other side, right? Do I need to do the other side? Technically speaking, no. Yeah, no, I don't need to do the other side. I actually didn't even really need to do this side, but that's okay. So now, I think I'm going to put this on edge. Actually, this isn't cool. What time are we at? This is so funny. I love this. I like seeing plans. Okay, I've got this clamp down. And this curve is gonna make it hard to bend. So I'm gonna have to do a cut. But that's totally, I'm like so fine with that. The other side. Ah, but my jigsaw's not long enough. Alternatively, I start placing this way. That might be way easier. I'm overthinking this way too much. I don't even need to. She made spaghetti. That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out right now. That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out right now. I think what I'll do... This is 77 millimeters minus. Minus 12 is 60... 65? 2. It's 32 and a half. I'm so bad at math. Oh. Okay. So I'm just going to mark a line on our board. There. The metal will start. And then this gives me a nice guide throughout the whole thing. And then I just need to kind of like tack this on. Do I just have like little baby screws somewhere? That would be so nice. I only need to do this a couple times. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for being my math boy. Okay, I do have these little screws. Do I have a drill in here, or have I taken all my drills? Oh, and that's a Phillips bit. These gloves are making me mental math. You're a liar. Why would you lie to me? Honestly, I'm just gonna use my hands. I'm not even gonna get a drill. Where's all my screwdrivers at? My energy is at a peak low right now. Peak low. I don't have a screwdriver. Can I tape it instead? I could probably totally tape it. Although tape does not stick to plywood that good. I just want my screwdriver. Where's my screwdriver at? That's all I need. It's all I've ever asked for. Oh wait, I know where one is. And I got to grab some of the tools that my wife's been asking me to get out of there for a little bit. Oh my god, it's not a Phillips? Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, I have this one. This one's such a bummer to use, but... I'm so happy to hear you say that. Because I always, like, get pretty upset at myself when I don't have the energy. It doesn't need to stick that well. It just needs to get you by. That's true. That's true. I might, I think what I'll do is I'll put a couple screws in to really hold it and let me stretch it out. Then I'll tape it. Well, my other issue with tape is it leaves residue. And I do want this to look kind of good. My phone keeps... I am doing this the wrong way. I need the clean edge, this clean edge, to be the one that's on the outside. And currently, this is the inside. So I'm going to flip this. And so now the dirty edge goes on the inside. Yeah, that's a nice dirty edge. We can try. It's okay. We're okay. Once I get the second one on, it's gonna be, we're gonna be gold. We're gonna be Goldilocks. So I'm gonna do one in the middle, maybe even tighter. Nice. You know that. You know that already. You know what it is? I think it's also like my hair is just like in my face and it's kind of driving me crazy. But I don't think I have a hair tie in here. I feel like a hair tie would be like crucial PPE for me, basically. But I don't even have like a PPE spot, so. No! No. It can't be. It can't be. Do not succumb. Unless it's a sleep stream, in which case I could pivot. I could pivot because I do think streams that are meant to put you to sleep probably are kind of good too. Lots of watch time. My hair, so I'll just put it up. One of those head wrap things. Yeah. That's true. Okay, good. So if I quit early, then I'm not you guys are giving me only strongest cats. I'm into it. When I go inside, I am gonna try and like get a nice good cuddle in with Trevor. He's been sitting on me lately, and I've been really enjoying it. So most of my cats aren't lap cats. Something's happening to Trevor. I don't know what it is, but he's becoming pretty lap, and he does it in the cutest paw. So it doesn't look that great, but that's okay. Now I'm gonna do this, like I'm basically gonna like, is it burnishing? Where you take like a roundy guy, and you sort of go, it's like when you're trying to trace a penny into paper. This will give me a nice. You're not a performing monkey, you owe us nothing, literally. We're just like you, that's it, so please don't get me. I do appreciate that. I want to be entertaining enough. And I really appreciate that I don't need to be. But I still want to try. This is happening. This bend is going kind of nice. God, that is a so unstable spot. Where can I put this that you guys can see this? That's not that good either. Well, I'll just show you. This bend is happening. So we're gonna go. I think Twitch likes it. I don't really know how Twitch works at all. All I know is it's faster. It's a faster stream, so I can communicate way better with you guys. That's why I like it. But I don't understand like monetization or anything like that on Twitch at all. I don't understand how people have careers on Twitch. None of that makes sense to me. And I'm not necessarily aiming for that, but because the YouTube videos are the main goal. This is so smooth though, like the inanimate object gondolas. So this point is going to be a bit weird. I'm going to have to like bait. The bend is smooth. Violin lessons with kids means you really do see and love humans in all stages, attitudes, energy levels. The other day I decided to start flailing my own legs in my chair and said, then put your fingers in tune. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. Okay, I don't really know. Do I also have gondolas with souls? I hope so. I hope so. This. Bend. This. Yeah, like that'll be fine, I think. I'm not too worried about it. That doesn't look that nice. That's fine, I think. Okay, so now I don't have a streamer career either. You guys are the only people who have stuck around so far. But it means the world. It literally does. It's so cool. Okay. So those screws stick out. I'm wondering if I can literally just do one of these. Oops. Oops. Okay, actually, I'm going to clamp it again and go this way. This is the move. Ooh, that's actually
It's gonna work so good. It's such a smooth thing. I'm just gonna manhandle it. I think that's basically the answer. Now she thinks there's a lizard. What happened? What are we talking about? I gotta scroll back and see what's going on here. I'm just gonna send the screw through here. Okay, this actually would be a million times easier if I had a drill or something. During the never-ending lesson with boy flailing legs. So we just had to keep it on until it was right. Wait, because lizard by my door, so we had a short brain break while I put the lizard out. What kind of lizard? That's so cool. The whole lesson he was like 90 minutes. Holy. I kind of regret putting a curve on that end because I don't know how to make it look good. This is going to be like such a visual part of the whole thing. I have to make this look decent to some long lesson. Must be hard on the fingers too. Holy. You know what I'm thinking? This is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. I'm going to take this off now. I'm going to take the strip off entirely. I'm going to take it off on this side and fully remove it from the other side. Fully remove it from this piece of wood. No, I know. I already did the cut on the other side. I just didn't do it in a way that looks nice. And so that's the problem. I want it to look kind of good. If I can. It sure was. And it sure did. And I was disappointed with the result. Now that I have the bends somewhat in place, I'm going to see if I can bend them, over bend them, and then it'll just be basically a matter of like slipping this back on the wood. That's the hope. Will it work in practice? I do not know. Why am I not using a drill for this?
Why am I doing this by hand? Because I'm too lazy to go get the drill. What are you talking about, string tension? What you talking about, string tension? You know, it'd be so crazy easy too if I just bought aluminum channel. But I'm trying not to buy stuff for this. I'm trying to just use what I got. I have a lot of junk, so... Okay, so now we just go through and overbend this. This is working. This feels like it's... This feels like... It's quite sturdy. This is like a beam. I don't read. I saw that somewhere. I saw that somewhere. There's got to be a better way to accomplish this. There's got to be a better way to accomplish this. It works. This works. It's just taking so darn long. It looks quite good though. It's a beam. It's a sword. This is a sword now. Okay. And then this wonky side. This part feels like it could potentially cut me pretty bad. So maybe I'll put that glove back on, but let's just get it started here. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, he's getting caught. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, see, I need the non-glove. I don't get grip with the glove. Ooh. This is kind of a bit of a pain, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how worth it is, but because I do kind of think just a bare piece of wood would work fine. I don't know how important this metal sheathing actually is. Oh, I can't press. I can't just press on the sharp edge with my palm. We've learned. It's not that good. Like this is like a beautiful gliding surface. You know what I think I need to work on this? These are a little too long. I need to get like shorter than this. Man, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I think I have something. I think I have something that I just might want to try. This is aluminum channel. Oh my god, that would be so much nicer. I only have this much though. I only have 3 of these pieces. So this would be long enough. I could use like maybe 2 of these for the bottom one. Ooh. I wonder if I can use this to help shape this though. I don't know. I'm getting worn down here. I think I'm gonna think about this. I'm gonna think if it's worth. So I always do when another creator begins using the substance. I love this stuff. It's quite expensive. And I bought big lengths of these when I was building a lighting rig for somebody. But I used most of it. You have a very good point, Abby. So I don't know. I might be able to salvage this because theoretically, what I could do is just cut another strip of plywood. You know, basically like just do this and screw this along the front edge, and that would look nice. That would keep it flat, and it should be fine. So I might do that for this super long one. That might be the call. That might be the call. But yes, I'm going to call it here, folks. I mean, it's actually 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's a pretty long brainstorming on this. I think I'll probably just use this, but I don't think I want to do this again necessarily. I might do it again for the top. We'll see. Perfect. Excellent timing. Okay, so we'll touch base tomorrow, and we'll get these mounted, and then we'll run the gondolas some more. We'll see if we can actually get the gondolas mounted, and even when it's low energy, I'm gonna get better sleep tonight, and we will be getting more stuff done tomorrow. Hopefully getting everything done tomorrow. Okay, thanks guys. Shout out to... I was reading that and I was like, wait, is Ruby a she? No, I know that Ruby's. Anyways, it's funny. I love it. Fare thee well, sir. Take care.